Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to pay my respects as well to the people of the Aurora Nation and their elders past and present, where we're celebrating this event tonight, but also where we celebrate all of our events through the Mardi Gras Festival over the last 35 years. I'd also like to pay my respects and special thanks to the elders past and present of the LGBTQI community who have cleared the way for us to freely express who we are with pride and without recrimination. I have no doubt that were it not for those pioneers and founders in our community over the last 30, 40, 50 years, that we would be standing in a very different political and social environment tonight. Carmen Repay was certainly one of those elders, and whether it was through her very flamboyant visibility that we all knew and loved, and it's very obvious who that is up there, her passion for the LGBTQI education and also social justice, or whether it was through the quieter pursuits that Carmen got involved in terms of all the volunteer work that she did through the years. She has certainly helped to break down many of the barriers over the generations that she's worked in Sydney and New Zealand. All too often in our community, we tend to place labels on ourselves for no other reason than to help us identify and create that sense of belonging. To me, Carmen Repay, and I was very lucky to actually know her personally and meet her on a number of occasions, actually transcended many of these boundaries in embracing diversity and inclusion in all its forms. I look around the room tonight, and the crowd that are gathered here today certainly bear testament to that. I see people from across the LGBTQI spectrum. I see a room that is just a great big melting pot of multiculturalism. And I'm delighted to see such representation from across the ages within our community, particularly in 2013, which is our 35th anniversary of Mardi Gras. And yes, 35th anniversary of Mardi Gras that is themed by generations of love. So it's great to see that here. Carmen, to me, was multidimensional in all of these respects. Yes, she was an absolute shining example and beacon for the transgender community as they embarked on their journeys and overcame the obstacles and the strife and the struggles that go along with that journey. But through her advocacy of being proud and celebrating who we are, not what we are, to me has helped many people through their journeys right across the LGBTQI community. Whether that advocacy was standing for election and really putting forward the case for social justice in the 1970s in the Wellington mayoral election, or whether it was very glamorously leading the 2008 Decade of Divas float in the 2008 Mardi Gras parade. To me, there was something in Carmen through all of these activities and all the work that she did that we can all relate to. And that, to me, is the legacy that is Carmen Repay. So, Coco, I read your submission a couple of days ago for the parade entry, and I was delighted to see all of these dimensions of Carmen's life being reflected in that. Has been extremely creative, well done. Whether that be that she was a community leader, the entertainer, or the beacon for diversity and inclusion in all its forms, it certainly is extremely representative of her, so well done for that. Just to finish off, the Carmen Repay Memorial Trust has been established with an initial focus on social justice and LGBTQI education. It's a rather fitting tribute because I'm sure Carmen still would believe that many of us could learn a thing or two from her. I wish the Trust every success in its important and valuable programme of work going forward. Let's make no bones about this. Volunteers and organisations like the Carmen Repay Memorial Trust save lives in our community, and it's a very important programme of work that they're going to be carrying out going forward. It's as simple as that. So thank you on behalf of Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras Board, staff and volunteers for inviting us along tonight. It's an absolute honour to be here at the inaugural event in a very fitting year when we have a focus on the generations of love and our history and our legacy, but also remembering our future as well. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great time on Saturday night with your float, Coco and team. And I can't wait to see the finished product. Happy Mardi Gras.